anything. Hey. I was trying to charge stuff up. MP, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Let's try that. That's what I was trying to do. How's things, MP? I'm just trying to get some energy going before I start. What have you been up to today? I'm going to do bent over row first of all, but I shouldn't have turned that down so much. Looking after the doggos. The one's been struggling, so just making him as cozy as possible. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's tough. That's tough when they're older, and you just gotta make them comfy. But I suspect he's had a lot of treats and a lot of pets and a lot of love. If I know, you seem like you're the sort of person that knows how to look after a dog properly. Oh, what's this fluff? What's this fluff? It's actually sunny here today. Hope I'm good and you have no energy in the mornings. You're in the morning. Yeah, it took me a while to get going today. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not my style. But here we go. We're both up and at him eventually. He's spoiled rotten. And I'm sure he pays it back in love as well. It's even, isn't it, with dogs? Like when you come home, they're always like so hyped to see you, like a little hype squad. Like, yes, oh my god, how could you leave me for 2 seconds? You went out. I missed you so much. You don't get that from people. Although that might be a bit intense if it was like a human doing that every time you got in the door. You'd just be like, oh my god, chill. But when it's a dog, it's cute. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, my parents' dog, he was like that with my dad, like when he come back from work. And it was quite funny because my parents went on holiday once and then I was like walking that dog and you could just totally tell exactly what the walk normally consisted of because the dog and my dad obviously did the same thing like every day. And the dog would like basically just walk to like this basically the nearest bench in the park that's like right by the entrance of the park and then he'll just be like, right, well, this is where we sit down. So then you'd just be like, all right, fine, I'll sit down. And you just wouldn't really want to get off the bench for like a certified, a quantified amount of time, however long my dad normally sits on that bench for. And then he'd just take you like on a very like specific, like short route. And I'm sure at one point he tried to take me into a pub, but I don't know. Maybe he just smelled another dog. But I feel like he's on the way home, he was trying to take me into the pub. Is that funny when you're walking someone else's dog? Because like if that person always does the same route, which obviously my dad and that dog always did, people will be like, "Oh, is that Digby? Is that Digby?" I'll be like, "He's got so many friends. Like all these people are like asking about him, who I am." I'm like, "I don't know. Who are you? Talking to my dog?" Bless creatures of habit. Yeah, totally. It was quite funny though. I was like, "Okay, Dad, busted." When you'd go on that really long walk every night that takes like an hour and you're out the house for an hour and then it turns out like 45 minutes of it is just probably you reading a newspaper on that bench. Getting a bit of peace from my mum. That dog's kind of lazy though. He didn't really mind. They had a garden anyway, so it was just like chance for him to get out. Okay. So I just did a bit of warm up off cam. And I'll do a bit more in a sec. All right, let me clip this thing on then. I just don't like having it clipped on. It just bugs me a bit. On the glasses, I mean. But if I have it clipped on anywhere else, it kind of jiggles around when I'm doing the workout. But if I have it clipped onto my glasses, it just I can just kind of, it's just there. I'm aware of it, and I find it quite annoying. Also, as I established yesterday, it's just way more fun just to like have a tiny microphone. So I guess I could just do a little warm-up set with this on it. This is half of what I was planning on doing. So I'll just do this to just warm my arms up. I was kind of supposed to get up early today, and that is often what goes wrong with me. If I have a plan to get up early, it's like I rebel against myself. Hello, Grotleg. Hi, yes, sorry, I have to be muted, but I'll try to keep an eye out for trolls and use your massive hammer on them. No worries, you can mute me. I won't be offended. What are you doing? Are you playing Valheim? I've forgotten how to say it again. Valheim, Valheim, Valheim. I only ever see it written down. Ashlands. I can say that. Are you playing that? For what reason must you mute me? I'm like, I don't mind. Feel free. Why though? The mic might be wobbly. We'll see. Let me know if it's rattling around. I just don't want to have it on my glasses. But yesterday I did it handheld, and 50% of the stream I just didn't have the mic anywhere near me because I'm so forgetful, and it's camouflaged. Oh yeah, I was going to attach it to something less camouflaged. I remember. You can help me choose. If anyone cares. One. All right, this is just being a little warm up. Okay, that felt fine. That felt fine. Yeah, see, I've got these like little guys. Oh God. I was thinking I could attach the microphone to one of these things to make it more visible. They're pretty good. There's a dog. I've got 2 of these, so I might. But I think I also have 2 of these. But I have some other ones coming. I told my friends that I wanted to get these the Happy Meal things, and he does delivery, so he's in there all the time, and he's like friends with the staff in that McDonald's because it's like a small place. So every time they have a different one, he's like getting them for me, sending me the pictures. I'm like, yes, yes. Getting them all without having to eat any more Happy Meals. I did eat some Happy Meals to get these, and then it didn't work out because when I actually bought a Happy Meal, I got a dupe of one of the ones that I'd already got. So I was like, okay, forget that. I was just staring around like, where did I put the mic? But it's clipped on here. I was going to attach this to it, so I didn't keep losing it. But the reason I lost it was because it was attached to me. This isn't going to work. This was the most pointless excursion ever. Forget it. Forget it. You've got a little plotting guy there. Oh, I'm not even on cam. All you could think of is a sweatband to clip onto, maybe. The mic, yeah, like I could put it on my. I don't know. To be honest, it did work on the glasses. It was just bugging the hell out of me because it was like you can kind of, I can see that when I do this here. I can see the side of my glasses. You're not like aware of it in the normal life if you can see the side of your glasses, but if there's just something on one side, you're very aware of it. And then it sort of sometimes makes a little rattle. So it was just bugging me. I think it was putting me off. Where the heck are the other 10 kg plates? Are they right in front of my eyes? I know these are 7s. Oh, they're underneath. Going well so far. Yeah, so normally on Sundays, I don't. It's not like always. It's not like every Sunday, but lately it has been most Sundays. I've been go for a breakfast with my friend. So I was kind of thinking I was going to do that this morning. So I was kind of awake. Was I messaged him yesterday, see if he was around. Um, but then it didn't. It didn't happen today. So then I kind of ended up going back to sleep, even though I woke up because I wanted to check just uh, in case he was like, "Yeah, I'm around." But then I was like, no reply. I went back to sleep for a bit. Fuck this, going back to bed. So then I had an accidental lay-in, even though I'd already kind of woken up. Oops. Oh well. 10, 20, 30, 40. All right, yeah. Now we start the proper sets. What is going on with these weights? I think, I don't know, they're just leaning funny. I thought it had gotten really curved because I did drop one of them in a dramatic incident where no one was hurt. But it was noisy. I'm not the noisiest neighbor anymore. I don't know if they're new or if they're just extra hyped at the moment, but there's some neighbors on this street who have like been having some loud parties. So that's good. I was never really the noisiest neighbor. You always feel like you're being noisy when it's you, but sleep for the win. Hello, Robin. You're here for the waffling. How you doing? Hold up, hold up. You couldn't hear any rattling than the mic. Yeah, I think it's very minor rattling because it's like next to my ear, and I also have headphone rattling. I was just like getting overwhelmed. So, Robin, the other day when you came and subscribed, I was in such a weird mood. I was like, I have to go. Bye. It wasn't anything to do with you. I was just having a weird morning. But thanks for subbing. And hello. Hello, Seltzy. Seltzy subscribed. If you're there, hello. Hope you're good. Sleep for the win, I agree. Yeah. Sleep. I was meant to be a double E, but it looked like devil horns. When you get up early, make tea to wake up and go back to bed anyway. Yeah, see, that's the problem. One trick that I do sometimes, and my sister always is like, you live on the edge. It is so dangerous. What is the word? Thrill seeker. It's because sometimes if I think I'm going to do that or I think I'm going to accidentally go back to bed, I get up and I start running the bath. And she's always like, that's so dangerous. She's like, if it was me, I'd fall back asleep and the thing would flood. And I'm like, yeah, but I know that I can't let the bath flood. So it makes me to not fall back asleep. But she was like, wow, you're such a thrill seeker in the mornings. Hello, Saltsy. How you doing? Hope you're good. Yeah, these little emote guys are cute. It looks very similar to my guy that I was drawing. But I'm going to replace them, I reckon. Those are just literally like standard ones. I just made them purple. I didn't even start my workout really. I just did a little warm up. So let's do 10 of these. Let's do 10 of these. I really need to go get some sort of chalk stuff sorted out. A proper amount. I just have the most tiny little pot ever. All right. Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like I put my arms way too far apart. 8, 9. Oi, oi, oi. 10. Possibly arms were too far apart. They felt quite far apart. You wacky Brits living on the edge. I know. I'm crazy, girl. You crazy. Running that bar. It's literally like I'm just so bad in the mornings. I was saying yesterday, like I've been sleeping on the sofa because I'm so crap at getting up. And my bedroom's so quiet and comfortable that if I just sleep on the sofa, which is like the size of a shoebox, I just get up a lot better. It's the only way. That's how great I am in the morning. just force myself to sleep on the most uncomfortable surface in the house. It's the only way to get up. I need one of those Wallace and Gromit machines, basically, or the proper British, where it tips them into, like, out of bed into the clothes. Okay. Got anything good planned today, Satsy? I imagine you're doing about 100 workouts. Have a little break, and then squeeze in another couple of workouts before bed. If all goes to plan. Okie dokie. There was nothing to distract me from the next set. Guess I better do it. I'll write that first one on. There we go. Give myself a few more seconds. 1, 2, 42. Okay, I'm going to try a little bit, like, slightly narrower grip, because it felt really wide before. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My hand felt weird and, like, not clicky, but what is the hand equivalent of that is? Like the twiddly bits of my thumb. Oh yeah, I should really give a shout out to some people. I want to get the voice activated thing for shout outs. Let's see if I can remember how. Probably can't do it. I'm going to try. All right, let's see. Did it? Hopefully it worked. Yeah. Check out Southsea for it. Some fitness as well. Loving Southsea's channel. Wait, hang on. You have to deal with yard work today. Some shopping at some point, and your neighbours for a workout. Like, I knew that was going to be. I first think this seems a bit suspicious because there was no workouts on that list, and then at the end, you just sneaked it in. Of course, I like doing the garden, doing yard work, gardening. I guess that's the same thing, British versus American. Yard work sounds way more let's fucking go than gardening. I was doing a bit of gardening the other day, and I enjoy it. It's good because the pull-up bar is out there, so I'll do, like, if normally I go out to do pull-ups, and then when I'm having my little rest in between pull-ups, I have to maintain the continuous job of, like, there's this massive tree next door or 2 doors along, and it has those little seeds that fly down, like the little helicopter seeds, and they just covered my garden to a crazy level. And now they're all trying to grow. Literally every single one that landed is trying to grow. So every time I'm in between pull-ups, I start, like, taking these stupid little things out because it's going to be a forest in the garden. So then my day ends up getting derailed and I'm doing gardening. But I'm going to start calling it yard work because that's way more. Well, Sunday is the rest day and you can't do much today because you have running events this week. Don't mind the hangout. You have an active rest there. Shopping and yard work is still active, but it's fun. It's a fun kind, chill kind. I actually quite like going to the supermarket. Does anybody else? I do not like laundry. Forget laundry. Gardening sounds more productive. You have to cut up a tree branch that fell down and then mow. That sounds more manly. I had to do some weird tree fixing because my
one tree that's small. It's like a little apple tree, and I couldn't really understand why it was growing like all like weird. I thought it was because of the light being blocked by the other annoying huge tree, and then I realized it was the maddest thing. Actually, it was, I don't know what you call it in the US, but it's called bindweed here. It like wraps around the other plants. It like grows like it seems like it just grows like a meter in a day, and it turns into like rope, twiddles around everything. And literally, there was so much of that stuff wrapped around the whole tree. It was like pulling it down to like this whole new position. It was nuts. I was cutting it off, and it was like it looked like cables. It was actually cool, but also annoying. But crazy how nature isn't nature crazy. The main thing that's growing in that part of the garden is this invasive bindweed stuff. It just wraps everything up. It was literally had literally moved the whole tree, so I had to untangle it. And then there's this other tree which is not so spindly, and then I had to like tie strings up in this tree and like hoist the small tree up to these strings, so to try and hopefully get it to not be where it was, has been dragged down by this other thing. It was nuts. Sorry, that's very boring. Very boring. But actually, it was kind of interesting to see, but just to hear about is very boring. What the hell? How strong is this thing? Pulling the tree down. Just grows really quick. Wish everything in my garden grew as quickly as that stuff. Just need a bit more weight. And then these are finished. I have a temptation to just turn the gym garden into like gym, basically, because I'm always finding like or getting random bits of free gym stuff comes into my path. And I don't really need it, but I kind of like, because there is actually space here, I feel such a temptation just to make like a crazy gym space out there. But one thing puts me off, and it's because I rent, and in this city it can be a tiny bit unstable, unsecure if you have a private landlord, which I have. Like, I mean, technically I don't think he would do this, but technically he could just be like, yeah, I'm going to sell that place, so you need to leave in a month. And that would be so annoying if I then had to like deal with having like loads of gym stuff in the garden. I'd be like, I don't think he's going to do that, but that has happened to me before, so this is always in the back of my mind in this city. Not the same landlord, but it's quite like stressful to try and sort everything out if you have loads of stuff to get rid of. So what type of vines they are. It grows like the leaves on it is almost like a heart shape, and then it has these white flowers which look like a trumpet shape, like a horn. It's actually pretty. So the thing is, it's just evil plant. Like everything that grows in my garden, it's just like twiddles up around the bottom. Like even like the tulips or the lilies, or whatever. You go out there and it's like twiddling up around it. Bindweed, but that obviously isn't the real name. That's like the whatever common name. But it does look like cables. It like literally goes into like a twisted rope where they all grow together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kildion said my back looked like a demon's face yesterday. I think it was a compliment. That makes me sound so scary. That makes me sound scary. That's what you want to wake up to. Yeah, girl with a back like a demon's face. Fucking scare you out of bed in the morning. Lord. Okay, I need to move the bench. Oh, hold on. Where's that gone like that? God, this tablet is so I think it didn't love it when I dropped it in the dish in the sink. This tablet, it became a little bit less responsive after that, but it survived. So, does it get a little red flower inside the white ones? I don't think so, because I think it's just white with like a bit of a yellowy color inside. Um, but I say I don't think so because I don't normally let it get that far. Let me find out. I reckon I can find it and give you answers. I don't know if you probably have different kinds of things like in the US. I didn't really occur to me when I was saying it because I was just thinking like one of those common garden weeds that everybody knows of. But obviously, you're in a completely different continent. So on here it says it's convolvulus is a genus. So it's like it's just like a whole category of plants. Convolvulus, convolvulus. They look quite pretty. They're just not. Some of them are pretty. But it's just that it takes over every other thing in the whole garden. Wraps it up like some sort of psychotic kraken plant. I suppose if you weren't very good at growing anything else, at least you could have some flowers. Single arm row. Okay. I've got tons of mint in my garden, which sounds great, but it's just useless because it's like I think that when you have mint that you want to use in cooking, I think it's like so like if the plant has like new plants, like the one you get from supermarket, the small, tastes nicer because it's like the whole plant is like new. But once it goes past a certain size, like of years of the second year plant, it doesn't taste nice. So there's tons of mint in my garden. Smells really nice. Sometimes I do like push-ups into it, like this, because the mints will here do a bit of a refreshing, invigorating, minty. But it's got a lot of bugs on it at the moment, so I try and hold back. And what do I need to put on this? 18. I realised something about the single arm row because I got the tip, the useful tip to stand with both feet on the floor instead of one on the bench because it makes it more stable. And I, being obedient, was like, hey, I'm going to try that. That makes a lot of sense. And then it wasn't really working out very well. And I couldn't really understand what was going wrong. And I figured out why. I'm just not as big as the person that was doing that. So, and my dumbbell's probably twice the size. Not because it's heavier. These are just quite big because they're vinyl. So I couldn't understand why everyone was really annoying me. I kept crashing into the freaking bench when I was doing it. So it's such an obvious reason. Because I was like, it kept hitting onto the side. But then, obviously, if you put your leg on it, you're just further away. So it doesn't hit. So I was like, okay, fine. Well, I guess it makes sense what they're saying. However, if you have a giant dumbbell and you'll have a small frame, that probably doesn't work out so well for you. For me, this is what my research discovered. But yeah, I could understand what the person was saying, like stability wise. They were saying you get like you turn your slap you in the mic. You turn your shoulders less, so you'd have more stability. I think that's what they were saying. Forget that person; they're massive compared to me, or they have a tiny dumbbell or something. I'll just put this on 17 because it just was looking quite hefty, honestly. It's the only reason. I was like, I don't even want to do this 18. It's gonna be long. I've got to wrap this workout up by a certain time today. So, there's nothing on that screen for me to see. Yeah, that sounds about like what I'm finding Castle Stygia or bindweed. That would do it. Yeah. Do you want some? Fucking loads of it. You want some? You know, it's coming through from my neighbors as well. It's coming through. But I'm not going to complain because at the same time as that coming through, there's some like blackberry vines coming through, which I'm encouraging. So you win some, you lose some. Free blackberries, free deathweed. But I like blackberries. I need to get some energy in myself. Okay. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, I did 8 for no reason whatsoever. All right, it's on this side now. I'll do 8 and then swap it back. Don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's finish these ones. I just decided not to do properly before. 1, 2. Alrighty. Well, I'm scamming myself because I easily could have started at 18. Or whatever, too late now. No thanks, trying to cut back. But that's actually pretty good. Pretty good dad joke. Pretty good one. Okay. I'm gonna grow hopefully some food out there. I mean, the blackberries are just happening on their own. How do you count? I remember. 18. All right, so then I guess I'll put a bit more. But I'm also growing strawberries, tomatoes. The one tree is a plum tree. Hey, that rhymed. The other tree is supposed to be an apple tree, but last year the apples didn't really do too great. But I didn't have anything to do with them because I only came here midsummer last year. I didn't have anything to do with them. No, I mean, they were just already there. 17, I need to add 2. The thing is, you guys all have really brightly coloured plates and stuff. If I had a bit more brightly coloured plates, I wouldn't look this dumb. These are all black and it's very complicating for me to see. Anyway, this is too much platage. Let's swap it. I super duper want to have I actually like the way that everything in the gym stuff that I have is all coordinated in black because it's in my living room, so it makes it less chaotic. But if I had a gym space, I would have it like quite bright, I think. Like I've seen some really cool weights and stuff that looked awesome. I like Salzy's big crazy skull ones. Those are epic. The kettlebells. But I would absolutely get suckered into buying all this kind of stuff if I had space and money. I'd be like, oh my god, give it all to me. If I win the lottery, you know what I'm getting. Just all of the gym stuff. It depends how much I win on the lottery. Because I just buy a gym if I win a big amount on the lottery. That'd be wicked. Society of Strong Gym would be so hype. That isn't really like a dream of mine. I just don't know what I would do if I won the lottery. So I'd be like, I don't know. There's only so much space I can put gym equipment. I might as well just buy a gym. You planted a couple of apple trees. Nice. Peach tree. Oh my god, you guys are so lucky to be able to have stuff like a peach tree. That's awesome. Oh, that doesn't appear to have survived. Sorry. Forget it. Who cares about peach trees anyway? They're not that much of a big deal. Mhm. Maybe try again. Try again. You might better luck next time. Mr. B makes themes. Hello, first time chat. Welcome aboard. Apple trees are tough. Yeah, this one is already it's pretty small. So the apples were pretty small. So I think maybe they might taste better like as time goes on. Because the trees are a bit like that, I think. It's just its little practice run. I tried some. They were okay. The birds and stuff at them. You splurge for pretty plates, but previously you just had small metal ones. Like I have. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna splurge at some point. Wait for someone to put a ring on my finger, and then I'm gonna rinse the hell out of their wallet. It's not true. All of that was a lie. It's not me. It's just the only that or lottery. My odds of yeah. See the odds of play. I can't talk. Apparently, the odds of winning the lottery go up quite a lot if you actually play. Yeah, I know. I sometimes buy scratch cards, but I'm not condoning gambling. I buy sometimes scratch cards because I'm an idiot. Because I've never won anything. But one time I bought my mum like a scratch card, like in a Christmas card or something. I put one in everybody's because it was like a Christmassy one. And then she like won it. So then with the prize, she like got another scratch card. And I swear to God, she just had that scratch card on a roll. Like she just kept winning a new scratch card for like something stupid, like 6 months. She was keeping it going because she was like being proper old about it. Oh, have come to claim my free card. But it was keeping her happy. It was a present that kept on giving. She every time I saw her, she'd be like, "You know what happened? I cashed it in and I got a ticket and then I won and then and the next time it would be like the same story exactly, but with like an additional ticket win at the end." I'll be like, "Again, that story could have been shorter." Buying a dream. Yeah. The lottery. My friend thought he won the other day. He got so excited. He tried to call me and I missed his call. But in the meantime, he called his mum and sister and was on the way over to say, like, let's get the place in Egypt. Let's do it. And then when his sister and mum scrutinized it, they were like, what? This isn't even close to being a winner. What have you done? 4, 5. But 6. He was saying the same thing. 7 was he'd sort of planned out. He'd already immediately planned out how he was going to spend it. Like it was like the dream was there when he was scratching it off. So in his head, when he thought he'd won, he was like, "Oh my god, let's get the tickets. We're getting out of here." Which was sweet. Where he rang me because he was like gonna obviously maybe he was just gonna gloat. But I got the impression he was going to invite me to get some plane tickets and go on holiday. Damn it, it wasn't real. Okay. I've got my wrong leg on the thing, and that's why my brain is very confused right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I don't know exactly what the little boat means next to your name, Celsi. Is that something to do with you that you've put on? Because I don't know. I like it. How does it work? 20, 21. Absolutely broken in the maths department. It's fair to say. I saw this like little video of like the different ways of working out maths between like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and Millennial, like the way they teach you to do it in school. And like the Gen Z example that they showed was like pure insanity. I was like, no wonder they all dropped out and decided to do YouTube. That doesn't make sense. It was like so you had like the maths equation, and then it was like they called it like lattice. I it looked like trying to undo a code of some sort to me. It was very weird. I was like, wow, yeah, no, I wouldn't have stood for that either. I would have been like, sign me up to YouTube, thanks. I'm gonna vlog makeup. The way that they showed that them teaching in Gen Alpha is how I do that in my brain. I didn't really understand math when I was in school at all. But I think if I would have learned it the way that they demonstrated for the Gen Alpha example, it would have made sense to me when I was in school. Okie dokie, okie dokie. TwitchCon San Diego. Yeah, man, I'm so jealous, to be honest with you. I don't know what the deal is. They had like TwitchCon was in Rotterdam here, so Robin could have gone. I mean, I could go to something if it was in Rotterdam. Like, it's not crazy. It's like the flight is like 30 minutes, pretty much. But it's kind of expensive because I'd have to like it's like a whole trip. And then none of the people that I know on Twitch would actually be really there, except for Robin, which is fine. But I don't think Robin even streams. We could hang out. Yeah, so it would be kind of pointless if I went, but I would like it would be wicked to go to the one of the American ones, because literally everybody I hang out with on Twitch is in the US, apart from like Grotlex in the UK, obviously. But I don't think he'd be going over to Rotterdam TwitchCon. They must have a little British one, right? But it's the same situation. I could just hang out with Grotleg anytime I wanted to. I don't need to go to TwitchCon for that. I would rather hang out with like the US Twitch people, is what I'm saying, because I don't know anyone who's streaming. I can hear such a weird sound outside. One sec. Oh, it was a distant baby crying, I think. Nothing to worry about. So because I'm such a noob for Twitch, like I kind of get the concept of TwitchCon is like an expo of a, is that the name of it? A convention. A convention, obviously. But are people going to like stream from there, or are you just going to go hang out with your pals from Twitch? And what is it? What are you doing there? Going to stream? Can I see? Can I come along and see what you guys are seeing on your channel? I mean, or no? Because I've got FOMO. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. It no longer fits underneath. That's annoying. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. That didn't feel too bad, to be honest. I put my weights down loads lately because I was like really hammering it, and it was just taking all my energy for life. Sorry. I shouldn't put the microphone there, because when I just went to hold it, I just did the weirdest breast grab ever, and it wasn't what I was doing. I was just trying to hold the mic. God, awkward. What have I got on here? 10 kg. Because my little puny little arms and all that. Some people stream from there. Thank you, Satsi. Vendors, panels, networking, etc. Oh, that sounds kind of fun. Do they have like good snacks? Because I like the kind of snacks you get at events like that. Not the price. Price is normally the main negative of the snacks, but then the kind of snacks are kind of good. Is that what you mean by vendors? Will you be streaming from there? You're good with all your tech and stuff. You could do it. You have the power. I want to see. I want to see what you guys are eating and doing. But mostly what you're eating. No, I also want to see what you're doing. Mr. B makes, if you could have your own intro track for streams, what genre would it be, music wise? That's a tough one. You know, there's two reasons why that's tough. It's partly because I like a lot of different genres, depending on my mood. And secondly, because I'm not really like that good at knowing what the names of the genres are that I like. So I know what it sounds like, but I don't necessarily know what you call it. So it's a me problem, not a you problem. But I don't know how everybody knows what genres stuff is classed as. Because Spotify is just making up genres. I'll tell you right, if I look at my day list now, and it will tell you like the name for the playlist it's made me for the day, and they're just making up genres. Let's see. Where are you? Search. Day list. God. My day list, my search history was a lot of Disney. So current day list. I don't want to put it on. Is this it? Just saying that my genres that I like on this is Shibuya Punk, Juleboard. I don't even know what that is. And Garage, apparently, because this playlist they've called is Garage Rock Post Punk Revival Sunday Afternoon. I would never have suggested to you that would be the answer if you would have. Or as an alternative option from earlier, the playlist they've made for me is called Doof Doof Rave Afternoon. Literally, Doof Doof Rave Afternoon. Because I listen to club and groovy in the afternoon. Here's some electric Ibiza clubbing, clubhouse, tech house. It's crazy, this thing. I don't know. So there you go. That's what Spotify thinks I like. Wait, what? That's weird. There's one called Spooky Evil Gay Mix. Not even lying. And then it says, made for you. Spooky Evil Gay Music. Made for you. Thank you, Spotify. That's just what I needed you to be making. What the hell? But thanks for asking, and I'm sorry that was such a weird, long-winded answer. Hi, 22021051871. I kind of remember maybe reading out that name before. Not particularly. Celtsy, there are some food places, but no, you will not be streaming. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good time not streaming, because to be honest, it's probably more like enjoyable if you're not streaming, because you can just go and immerse yourself in the experience and just have fun. So I was just being selfish, but I hope you all have a good time. If anyone is streaming there, I want you to get in there in the background of it and be like SOS, and then I'll know that you were thinking of me, even if you didn't stream. Okay, you don't have to do that. Okay. The valid point, totally cool. It's just curious. You're not wrong. Juleborg sounds like a cheese. It sounds like a cheese. Yeah, it's like spelt like that, but with an E instead of the A. I don't know what it is. The Doof Doof playlist was the most appealing to me just because of the onomatopoeia of it being like doof doof. Like that really kind of made me want to see what was going on. Celtsy, Spooky Evil Gay Mix. I don't know what the hell that was about. I honestly don't know. Some of the lists they provide are so crazy. My sister sometimes shares the name of the playlist that they made for her, and she always has a lot of pirate-y stuff. You probably get on with my sister, Celtsy. Like pirate swashbuckling goblin morning, and it's like, what? The other day I had a playlist suggestion and it was like angry, mad. Like it was just, and I was like, wow, it's like I feel like he's trying to actually put me in a bad mood today. Angry, depressive Monday morning mood. I was like, I'm not listening to that. You kind of want to listen to that playlist now. The spooky evil game mix. It's probably gonna have a bit of that. What's that guy's name? The body shop. Getting down at the daddy's getting hot. The lyrics are some combination of those words because he's gay and he's kind of spooky in like a goth way and like. So what's his name? Sam. Their name. Oh God, I'm gonna get cancelled again. What's their name? Crap. I'm gonna make us songs to eat cheese to. Yeah, that's a good idea. Right, look, South Sea. Okay, well, have a good day doing your chores. Enjoy the supermarket and the yard work and all of that. We'll catch you soon. I'll try and catch you next time you're streaming. Thank you for popping in. Sounds like she's got good taste. Yeah, she does. She's a wise woman of the woods and seas. She lives in a pirate place, so it makes sense for her. Ailstorm. She probably knows them. She is like full on pirates. She lives in like, so the place where she lives, they have proper pirates and stuff there. And like you'll go to these really old man kind of pubs and they'll do like sea shanties and stuff. They'll be like sitting at the bar and how it starts is like one of them will just start like hitting the table like with the beer tankard like boom. And then you're like what the fuck's going on? And then he'll be like, they're usually about like somebody called Julie who's a hoe or somebody who's got a bigger parts of the body than everybody else will say. Like they're funny, but like they'll just start like doing that, and they'll be like, oh, and then the other guys that are in their squad, I think basically when they start is when they see that all their crew has arrived because they'll be there drinking like these old guys, and they'll be clocking who's come in. So when like the final guy's there, Ray's come in at the back with his dog and he's all wet and he's got his coat off. Then he's like, okay, now he can start because then he'll start and then they start. It's actually sick, but this is quite a rare thing. It's not like everywhere in the UK, but that place where she lives is a proper pirate town. They have like a smuggler's cave and a smuggler's history and stuff there. Very cool. Oh, damn the mic, sorry. You saw them live, Ailstorm. Yes, nice. That sounds incredible. Yeah, it's totally sick. They do a lot of cool stuff. They have a whole pirate day there in that town in the summer where literally everybody goes full pirate. It's a crazy place. My nephew's a little baby pirate. I think he might be a reincarnated pirate because he talks about a lot of stuff that I'm like, how the hell does he know any of this? And he's like 3 and he's like talking about the redcoats and I don't even know. He knows more about boats and pirates and stuff than I do. He's pretty gory as well, like for a 3-year-old. His mum isn't like giving him all this weird gory information. He's all about the blood. I asked him what he wanted for his birthday, and he said he wanted to get some more Play-Doh, like modeling Play-Doh, whatever, to play with. And I was like, "Oh, you want to make some models?" He was like, "I want more. I need more red Play-Doh for the blood, for the blood." Because he like uses it for like the blood for like his pirate, the little what are they called, Playmobiles. He's got so many of them pirates, and he's an only child, so he has all these crazy like stories in his mind where they're like having all these adventures. And he was like, I need red Play-Doh for my birthday for the blood. Yeah, he's like, he cracks me up with that stuff. Okay. I did get him what he wanted. I bought him Play-Doh on eBay, and because I don't have kids, I'm not very, I don't know, I just didn't know, I couldn't picture how much it was going to be, like when it arrived, and the price wasn't that expensive, so I was like thinking it's going to be a little box with plus Play-Dohs in, normal size, I don't know. It said it in like the weight maybe, and then when it arrived, it was like the most stupidly large amount of Play-Dohs ever, so he was pretty hyped. My sister was like, you really went all out with the Play-Doh, you really didn't care about my carpet at all, hey? Really didn't give a second thought to the future of my carpet, did you? And I was like, I realized it look at me so much. I'm sorry. Because it just like, yeah, it just falls on the ground and gets trampled in. Oh well, she wanted to have children. She says it was she that didn't care about carpets. You joined the Discord. Much love for the rest of the stream. Hope everyone has an awesome day. Yay! I'm so glad you joined the Discord. I'm going to be adding some more stuff on there soon. It's been a little bit of a dry month because I was like over doing other stuff. Thank you. Thanks for chatting as well. It's nice to meet you. I don't know if you've got good plans planned for today, but whatever you're doing, I hope it goes well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, for this I should have taken off the mic. 8, 9 for sure. Okay. Should be okay on this side though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't shout you out, by the way. But if you want to shout yourself out in my chat, anybody, please feel free. God, I keep on forgetting to do stuff like that. I remember to shout out Celtsy. I don't know if you're streaming the making Mr. B, but I'll follow. Obviously, just because you're in the Discord. I need to keep my eye on you. If you're going to be in the Society of Strong, you need to keep tabs. Who's on board? Right, let's put a bit more weight on. It's been a waffling day. It's because I literally turned the music down a little bit specifically so I could waffle, and that was this beginning of the end of the hype energy. Okay. I can't put tons of weight on this. Let's just add 1 kg. I keep on going to look over at the clock and then getting distracted by something else in my line of vision. But I need to look at it because, like I said, I've got somebody. I'm seeing somebody after this. That's okay. I've got like an hour. I guess I'm like halfway through. Now it's time to dance. My thing is just blocked up by Mr. B Makes Themes thing because I opened it to follow. Okay, it's gone. Moderately chill. Hi. Celtsy, you're not a mod here. What's going on? I think Celtsy's lurking now because he said he had to do some Sunday chores for his rest day. Just popping in to say hello. How you doing? And welcome on board, Moderately Chill. I've definitely seen that username before. So if this is a first time chat, I must have seen you in somebody else's channel. Maybe it was Celtsy's. Do you stream? If you stream, what kind of thing do you stream? And what are you up to today? I'm just in my full day workout. I pretty much always stream. I always stream home workouts. One time I streamed myself making a hamper to see if anybody wanted to watch that. And I felt so weird without having weights in my hands when I was streaming. So since then, I pretty much resumed streaming with weights in my hands. Okay. Where am I putting this now? Just do a little turnaround for the microphone. You're in Celsius. Yeah, I recognize the name for sure. It's midnight. You're resting down for the upcoming work week. Okay. You sleep late as well. Yeah, I sleep kind of late too. Well, midnight's not too bad. Depends how much longer you're planning to stay up before Monday morning. Okay, one. But happy to have you on board too. 3 o'clock here in the afternoon. 4. 5. I don't think I'm going to be able to put any more weight on this for the next set. Feels heavy. 6. 7. I'm just helping myself out. It's fine. It's like the one arm is just spotting the other arm. Oh god. Whew. No. Okay, I might have to take the extra weight off for the last set then, because that was very poor form. But let's do 8 on here. And then I'll go down again. It will be a non-pyramid set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Oi, oi. I was expecting to fail out sooner. This arm's clearly like 2 reps stronger than this one. I was expecting to not be able to get as many on that arm. And then I'd just do 10 again. Wait, I'm confusing myself here. Okay. That's why I'm confusing myself. Numbers. Stream gaming stuff, but you're also in fitness IRL. You sound like you're in the Commonwealth family. You're in Australia. I'm in the UK. I'm in England. Let me see. I don't know what kind of games do you like playing? I'm like really bad with doing the shout outs and stuff, so no one take offense that I didn't shout you out and I'm shouting this person out. It's just kind of when I remember that I'm supposed to do it. Everybody gets an honorary like a verbal shout out from me. And I'm quite nosy when people are like, the thing is, if I haven't seen your stream, it's kind of hard to give you a shout out because I don't know what I'm shouting out. Let's see. Shout out Mr. B. He makes themes. He does not play a game. StarCraft is what you're playing, apparently. That sounds like a great game. Are you crafting stars? Or are you in a craft that is a star? Either of those options sound cool. Okay, so I don't really like to take weight off as I go along my sets progression, but that was absolutely rubbish form, so no chance am I adding on. So let's just take it back down to 10 kg, and I'm going to try and do 10 reps on each arm. Seeing as I'm cheating on the weight, I'll put the reps back up and see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, this arm is like a lot weaker. 5, 6. Okay. I'll come back for the remaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still have to do 4 on this arm because this is like a little pussy bitch weak arm for some reason. Come on, this guy just managed to do it. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Come on. Okay. Finally. Those are done. Space warfare. Close enough. Alright, I'm off of it already. Why has it always got to be about the warfare with you guys? Why is everybody... Why are all the games... Not all the games. Why are all the popular games about the warfare? That's not my vibe at all. No offense. I'm only teasing. Obviously, play whatever game you enjoy. I just have really slow reflexes. And I'm not very good at aiming. So obviously I'm shit at those games. So I'm like, oh, I don't like it. It's not like a pacifistic reason. I mean, obviously I'm a pacifist in general. I think everyone is generally, but it's more so that I'm shit at them. I just get shot immediately, and then I'm like, I get jumpy because I have, like I'm very like, ah. It's not relaxing for me at all. It takes me a little while to get my bearings, you know, and that they don't allow for that in a game. They just shoot you. And then if you've got sisters, that means your turn is over. You know, you die, it's the next sibling's turn. So for me, I didn't used to like those kind of games. The strategy games, I had to get a bit more of a run on the controller. The truth's coming out now. Fictional warfare constitutes as pacifism. Yeah, I know. I mean, I wasn't really suggesting that you're like super violent because you like. But that's what I was saying. My reasoning for not liking those games is not like based on me being like I'm not violent. It's not that, because if I was good at them, I'd happily play them. I'm just really bad at them. Terrible. So I guess I did do some reverse flies, which I'm pretty weak with. Because it turns out I was doing them wrong for like freaking ever time. For a long time. But now I'm pretty thinking I remember how to do it right. Let's see. I'm going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very lightweight. But I was doing them so wrong before. I was doing it like this, which you could do a lot more weight with, but it's completely not the right exercise. It's not an exercise. Hello, governor. How you doing, Kafka? I hope you're all better now. You were ill for a little bit, weren't you? A little bit under the weather. You had a cold, I think. Hopefully that's all gone. And welcome aboard, dear. Moderately chill. Do you only enjoy a game if you're competent at it? I don't really play like a ton of games. I know it's controversial on Twitch. I get stressed out by stuff that I'm really bad at. I mostly like do fitness. And then in my spare time when I'm not doing fitness at the moment, I'm kind of like working on my business, and I like doing art and stuff. So I don't really do a lot of gaming. So I can't tell you the true answer to that now. I just used to like more of a relaxed kind of a game, like not like a like if it's a warfare kind of game, it's there's more of a pace to it, or obviously, and because you're like there's people coming at you. Whereas I prefer if I'm going to do something in my spare time, I kind of like more of a chill vibe. More of what do they call that? Like an idle game. Like there's not like a impending doom coming if you fuck up. Excuse my French. Yeah, just something where you're not going to mess up like the whole thing. I just take my time. The most recent game I had like literally on like any devices is a game called Zen Koi, which is just literally you're just a koi fish and you just float around and essentially you swim next to another koi fish to like make your collection of koi fish bigger. That's about my level of gaming, guys. Sorry if that disappoints you. It's relaxing and you get to be a fish. Kafka's goes doing well, just working hard. Yes, I know the feeling. Are you subbed? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Still not 100% sure what it means, but I think it means no ads. So hopefully that's the case. Don't think you've ever tried bent over lat raises before. It's like, well, the thing is, like, I'm not really sure if this is correct because before I was doing before wrong. This is supposed to be reverse flies. So like lat raises is like that, and then this one is because I was doing these wrong for ages, and then brought like sent me some videos of another tutorial of somebody doing them. I've forgotten the name, and then she was like bend, and then like that. So it's not really lats; it's more your back here. Don't quote me. Let's just get this clear as well. I'm not I don't need to say this. I'm not a personal trainer, and this channel isn't me trying to teach people how to work out. I'm just streaming my workouts because I work out on the regular. So sometimes I do stuff wrong, and sometimes I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm not suggesting that people copy this workout and do it. So yeah, that's my disclaimer done. No suing. An SOS founder. Are you in the Discord, Kafka? I think you should join, but no pressure. I'm glad you subbed. You're in the squad now. I still got a bunch of stuff to do. Damn, I have such good ideas planned for Society of Strong. But I have like problems like focusing my attention, and I have like normal work as well. So it does take me a little while, but when it all comes together, it's going to be good. That's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, I'm not sure if there's a right, but it feels more right than what I was doing before. And I can't be bothered to get a video up and watch it midstream. It doesn't feel like I'm doing myself any damage. Not yet, but the badge looks like a beauty. You mean my badge that I designed? You mean this one? It's cool. It's actually nice quality. I have got it on one of my tops, but I didn't stick it onto all of my outfits yet. But I'm actually going to make some more different stuff, like with badges. That's the main members badge. That's the main squad badge. And when I've got it all set up properly, when you buy the badge, some money was going to go to like certain charities, which is actually happening. I'm not just talking out my ass. That's in the process of happening. I just need to complete the forms, and like I just said, I'm very bad with like certain focus tasks and desk work sometimes. So what takes some people an hour takes me like 3 days because I have to. It's painstaking inside my brain, but it's going to be wicked. I have a good plan, and the plan is for good. things. So it should work out good. That's how life works, right? Exactly. Well, I might as well try. That's what I think. Better to try and do something good than to try and do something bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It feels light, which is why I just did 10 each time. But I'm curious to just try it quickly with 6 kg on each side. Seeing as it's the last exercise, let me put my ice machine on for making some post-work protein smoothie thingy. I know it sounds a bit lavish having an ice machine, but it's not. I don't have a freezer. So it's just, instead of that, can't have a smoothie without ice. And I do like a smoothie. Oh my god, I made the most amazingest invention the other day. It's such a good recipe. Super duper healthy recipe. And actually tasted amazing. But what I was thinking I could do is like I could prepare it and I could stream it, show how easy it is to make. Because I think even I could stream it. That's how easy it is to make. Well, it's actually tasty. I was like, wow, I just invented something good. I'm actually the worst cook, so this is why I'm so amazed. So it's really basic. It's like tasting similar to Swedish oat balls, if you've ever had that. It's like those are like a little chocolate kind of snack. But I can't really eat dairy. I don't really eat any processed stuff. I'm not really eating any seed oils. So I made a version of this, which is just everything is essentially natural. I was like, wow, I think I might be a genius. I think I might be a freaking genius. Zane818, hi, first time chat. How you doing? I've basically finished my workout now. I'm just going to try and do one set of reverse flies with a little bit of extra weight on them. Because, oh wait, what am I doing? I haven't finished my workout. I've got to do pullovers. Oh, all right, well, I might as well try these now, seeing as I've put the weights on. But I completely nearly forgot to do pullovers. So there's still time to do those. I was just waffling about my amazing invention, my amazing recipe. I was psyched about it, to be honest with you, because there's so much tasty snacks that I can't enjoy lately. That's great. Probably better if I did it like they do on TV, where they make a set and they put it in the fridge to show you afterwards, and I can show you the process, and then I can be like, and here's some I made earlier, because otherwise it's kind of a bit tricky to understand like that it's gonna be good, because it does need to go in the fridge in order to be eaten. I'll do that. Because I'm definitely gonna make it again, 100%. It's not like a diet thing for me. I just try not to eat processed stuff because I think it affects my mood. Like, and also I'm allergic to a bunch of stuff. Oh. These over feel much heavier, so I think it'll be fine. I'll try and do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's doable. I wanted to get the weight up a little bit because I was doing my incorrect form ones. I was doing at a much higher weight. So when I realized I was doing them wrong, I had to drop the weight down loads, which obviously is a massive ego blow. You're like, oh, what? I don't want to go down. So I'm kind of like, this is where I was enthusiastic to just do an additional set there. Oh, yeah, stick a bit more weight on, do an extra set. Because I'd quite like to get the back up to where it was when I was doing them wrong. That's me. What time is it? 3:30. All right, I've got half an hour to finish these pullovers. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stick 12 kg on, and it should be quite achievable. Load it up a bit after that. I think it's the last set, last exercise rather. I've turned the bench around. Maximum viewing pleasure. This, when I do this exercise with the bench facing this way, I look like I have the most crazy chest muscles ever. It's misleading. I do not. But hey. What am I putting on here? Pullover 12. That was 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, plus 12 at the end. This is going to be 10, 8, 6, and I'm starting on 12. Okay, I don't know that I've spoken to anyone in Australia before on the Twitch. So far, it's pretty much mostly US. This is the wrong one of those, it feels a bit loose. A couple of people in Europe. I think like one or two fellow Brits. The only Brit streamer I think I can think of is Grotleg that I follow. But I've chatted to people in other people's chats that aren't streaming. But maybe it's the first for the Australians. Generic scissors. Ah, thanks for the bits. Hello. What up? What up? Hello, FL Boy Can Scrap. I'm good, thanks. I'm basically finishing my sesh. I'm just about to do pullovers. Did you work out today? You guys, is it? So I was actually talking about generic scissors to FL Boy yesterday. Intrigued? Hang on a second. Generic scissors, is it you that's got that little car in your workout with, is it like a little car with a lion driving it? Because I was trying to convince FL Boy to get another new car, but just get like the mini version car of his actual car. And I was like, who's got one of those? Someone's got a mini car in their space. Go check out Generic Scissors if you want to see his little car. No, I don't even know if it's the right streamer. Someone does. No, he's a fitness streamer and bringing the good vibes. FL Boy will soon be streaming fitness and silly games. I'm waiting. I'm on the edge of my seat. And I think that should be the name of your channel. It wasn't you. I have that rideable Simba though. No, I swear you have like a little Jeep or something. Who is the streamer? Someone has like one of those little cars. Anyway, all right. Well, I misled him. It wasn't you. Someone's got a little car. Maybe it's Tomo because he's got a kid, and it's someone obviously who streams fitness and has a kid. Yeah. The Jeep. That's what I was saying. Yeah, because basically, sorry, the story is making no sense. Florida Boy's got like two of the same car, but it's like the mummy car and the daddy car. It's like the big one and the small one. And I was like, what you need now is the baby car of whatever the heck his car is. And then I was like, hey, someone's got one. Someone has a baby car. And then it was you. I was right. Yeah, I don't know. I think I noticed that car for a reason. I only noticed it because of like Team Simba. This is the most messed up Simba that I've had since I was a kid. And like when I was a kid, because he's like a lion, I thought he's gonna want to be hot because he's from like the savannah. He's from Africa. So I put him under the lamp, and then like I blinded him. You can see he's got a glazed eye on one side. I don't know if you can see it, and that's normal. That's the cataracts version that I did when I was like 8. And I felt so bad. I was like, I cried. My mom was like, "Are you crying because you nearly burned the house down?" And I was like, "No, I'm crying because I've blinded my best friend, you stupid woman." Um, so I've kept him ever since then. But I think that's why I noticed your Jeep. Turns out, you probably would have preferred it not to be under the lamp. Go-kart or something. No, no, no. I just noticed it because of Simba. Your childhood stuffed animal got a cataract too. Oh, I was so traumatized. One of my older sisters, one got put in the washing machine for like, that's already traumatic when the toy has to go in the washing machine. And the little sister muddled up the knobs on the machine when it was in there, and when it come out, it was Donald Duck. One eye's massive and one eye small. That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. Nearly had to get rid of the whole younger child. All right, let me do these pullovers. So I literally remember how it felt so bad about that Simba. I was like, oh my god, I'm the worst mother ever. You just wanted to be king, and look what's happened. That song, "Just Can't Wait to Be King," too, just occurred to me the other day. There's a little girl singing it. 3. It's a little girl. That must be cool because she's probably got her own kids now. 5. Assumably 6 age-wise. 7. 8. 9. 10. Oh, why am I going to do an extra one? No reason. Just for the love of a pullover. We did 11. Hype train. I never understand a hype train when I'm in someone else's thing, but like, I guess I'm having one. Well, enjoy. Have at it. 420. Nice. Yeah, I dropped him on and broke off a corner of his nose. Instead of gluing it back on, I threw the piece. I still think about what a fool I was in that moment. It's so weird how stuff like that stays in your mind, and it's just so irrelevant. Like as an adult, like it doesn't matter that it's not sentient. It's not sentient. Just cover its ears. But it stays in your mind. Like I remember how bad I felt. Do you know what? Did I even use the right weight then? Did I use this one? Didn't use this one by accident, did I? Because that would have been way, way, way too easy. No, I didn't use that. I don't think so. I'm about to find out when I stick another 2 kg on here. If it's if it was 5 kg down, I'm gonna know. I'm about to know. Sorry if the mic's getting smashed about. I'm not in team glasses mic anymore. I've left the team. It's just annoying. And I forgot to wear my shorts under my shorts today, so I feel very insecure. Don't look. You threw the piece away. Yeah, I guessed. Dropped him on the floor. What was it? What was it? Was it made out of bloody China or something? How delicate was this thing? Do any of you guys know what Timmy Mallet is? Would you know what that is? I think it's very British. Timmy Mallet. Very strange show. Kids show. So my sister used to like that show. It was awful. That was the little sister. She was a proper mad kid. And then it's like this mallet, like a mallet. But Timmy Mallet is like a character, and it's a mallet. So it's like pink, I think, and it has a face, and it's a mallet, and it's like plushy. She had like the plushy version of it, but it had like a really hard nose, like the nose on this thing. It was like it was like a button thing, like something like this on its face. And she used to hit everyone with it because it was like a mallet and it was a kid's toy. It was like a big cushiony thing. They encouraging you to hit, but it's got this really hard thing. So there was this whole thing, like if she used to pick it up when she was a little kid, Mum, not with the face. don't hit with Timmy's face. Timmy, the little bastard, this really hard nose, like chipping kids' teeth left, right, and centre. I wonder how many kids ended up like with a chipped tooth because of that specific plush toy. Because it was like really encouraging you to like bop your sister on the head with it, because it was a big mallet, but it was very misleading. You're back, Timmy Mallet. It's hard. Wait. But what was he though, FL Boy? Your one, was it like a Simba? Or like is it a known character? Or was it just a random Florida toy? A little alligator plushie, very little baby Floridians. I'm glad that the sound of Timmy Mallet just lured you back into the chat there, Grotlek. You're always around for my weird British references like Morph and Timmy Mallet. I do think it must be British because God, that was a weird one. So my little sister was really into Timmy Mallet, and also she was literally Mr. Blobby's biggest fan. She was such a strange kid. These are if you know any of these characters, they're just off the wall. Like you wouldn't want your kid to like them. They're just weird. Okay. Be like worried about them growing up and trusting the wrong people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if you can see what I was saying about my massive, ridiculous, the angle of me looking like I've got a really big chest when I do this. I don't know if the camera's in the right position. I can't see it when I'm doing it. But when I watched it back before, I was like, damn. I look like I had a boob job. It's a rabbit. I don't think it's a specific character. There. Look. Mr. Blobby. Oh, you want me to sing it? Blobby, it's Mr. Blobby. And nobody knows the words that should be here. That's not true. I would have known them if you didn't mess me up. Blobby, oh Mr. Blobby. We say Mr. Blobby is the best. Blobby, Mr. Blobby. Have you seen, there's like a music video, and it's like a fever dream. It's a fever dream. The Mr. Blobby, like one of his chart songs. Oh my God. I'm going to put it in the Discord. I'm going to put that in the Discord later because that's something worth seeing. It's like if you give, it kind of reminds me, it's like a cross between a brick in the wall and Teletubbies. And you just did a themed party based on that theme, brick in the wall, cross with Teletubbies, and you spiked the punch. That's what that video is like. Mr. Blobby music video is a perfect way of tormenting British people of what they liked in their youth. My sister liked Mr. Blobby so much that she had a birthday cake, which was Mr. Blobby, but it might have been Baby Blobby because she liked the one that had the nappy, Baby Blobby. And then, because her name begins with P, it was like Plobby, Plobby, Baby Plobby cake. And it was like a whole birthday theme was like Mr. Blobby. It's literally like a side character on like a Saturday night show. It was like a Saturday night what do you call that kind of show? You know, like just an entertainment show where it's like a family show and they have like different sort of C-list celebs on and stuff. But then Mr. Blobby was like a side character on that. So he's not even really like a kid's thing, but then he just became popular with kids, I guess, because they were all watching it with their parents on a Saturday night. And he just got a bit of a cult appeal, and then he ended up making a song. But yeah, he was like really like chaotic. He just used to like kind of harass all the celebrities and jump on them stuff. I don't know. I think he was kind of like funny. If you watch it back now, it's pretty funny. And he was like going on the breakfast shows and stuff like as if he was a celeb. So this is a guy in a big pink and yellow spotty suit. Imagine if that had been your job. Imagine if you worked inside that. I know somebody like will know this people and no one else will. So off of Rainbow, I know the person who was inside of George. And I don't actually, they know my dad. And my dad also knows the person who was inside of Poe, the Teletubby. I think there's sometimes more than one, but he knows one of the people that was inside Poe. And plot twist, it's a lady. Because I think Poe was a boy, right? But Poe, actually, the one he knew is like an Asian lady inside. What happened to all the shows where people got gunged anyways? They disappeared. I know, like Get Your Own Back and stuff like that. It was always the punishment. And like Nickelodeon, that was like the ultimate way to punish a kid, was just to slime them. Slime stayed in everyone's minds because everyone's still obsessed with slime. But they're not going at it whole hog like they used to, where they put you in a shower cubicle and douse you. I would suggest that I would do a sliming show, a stream. I could answer your questions and get slimed. However, I have experience of making gunge. And it's really hard. I had to make some gunge for something before, for like a dare thing, like what do you call it? Like the forfeit. So I was like, yeah, I'll be easy. I'll make it. I had like a big bucket, like a clear bucket, to make this gunge. And I had it in mind, like the Nickelodeon style, like green, obviously, big bucket. And I was like, it's going to be easy. It was so hard. And the concoction that I made was just vile. It stank. It was disgusting. It had all bits in it. So if anyone knows how to actually make gunge, like slime, a good one, like off of Nickelodeon, I'll do it. But I'm not doing it with the one that I made, which was like a cross between custard and corn flour and everything in the cupboard. It was terrible. No guns out in the sky. What happened to you? Learned how to make bulk quantity gunk maybe once. I know several British streamers. I'll bring it back for a Twitch competition. Interested. It had bits in it. Good have to get rich. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen and smelled in my life. Honestly, I put something in it that I thought would like thicken it up, like corn flour, but it made it stink. I think it was like suet or something like that. I put something in it and I didn't know what it was. And I thought it was like gonna just thicken it up because it was like, I thought I'll just get custard powder and make green custard basically, but because it was such a big vat, I did it wrong. I think if I used corn flour, I could have done it. There's like a sciencey thing, isn't there, with the corn flour? Rats along his back when he calls your name. You see, right. This is the last set. My head is hanging off the edge of this thing. 1, 2, 3. Why is my Disney playlist morphing into 4 my Let's Go playlist? I don't mind it. 5, but they should be separate. 6, 7. I was supposed to only do 6. 8. Let's do 10.
line of my dreams. Betrothed to another. I want not a sound out of you. That was the end of the circuit. It was not a circuit. The workout. You're welcome. Yeah, it's corn flour, oats, water, and colouring agent. What, the oats don't need to be in there. Starch, if you want it to be more sticky. I don't. The playlist is sentient and adjusting for mood. I hope so. Rats along his back, calls your name, and all fades to black. You can mix potatoes in for that, for the sticky. Yeah, you guys got way too on board with this sliming idea. You're literally like making up a recipe and now passing comment. I was like, yeah, maybe I could do a slime if someone's got a recipe. He goes, all right, guys, let's get this recipe nailed down. Yeah, no, I mean, actually, I wouldn't mind it. There's laminate flooring here, so my hair's already waxed, so there's nothing to worry about there. Limitless didn't want to get jellied because she was concerned about her hair, and that is absolutely fair enough, and it makes perfect sense because she has got very nice hair. If I had very nice hair, I would feel the same way. However, slime might help my hair. I've tried everything else. I haven't tried that. So there's always the chance it might help. But if I was limitless, I would be like, yeah, I'm not sliming my head. My hair's nice. Right. Well, that was pretty good, actually. I think I managed to do this a little quicker. Nearly 2 hours. That's what it usually is, but I did it in 1 hour. And I know, actually, I think I started about 10:02. It's always exactly 2 hours, basically. It's weird. I was thinking it hadn't been, but actually I started at 10:02. So it was. So strange. It's not on purpose. I mean, I guess it's not that weird because I always do roughly the same amount of exercises. But it's just weird to me because I don't keep track. And then somehow I always manage to do it the same. Ugh. Ugh. You know what I've done as well? I bought those nice flowers. You know, Miley Cyrus, sing it. I can buy myself flowers. And I bought them, showed them off yesterday on stream. And I've cut them really too short. So they've all opened up massively. Probably going to die in like a day. Because my vase was too small. So because I cut them really short. So they've like sucked all the water up. Opened up as much as they can. That's probably going to be a very expensive waste of money. They do smell nice, but I messed up. And I should know better because I used to be a florist. I just got sick of it when I realized I got back and then I realized I had a vase issue. Boring story. We've covered all the cool topics. We've covered gardening. We've covered floristing. We've covered Mr. Blobby. I don't think Mr. Blobby ever got gunged, but they did a lot of gunging on there. On Noel's house party, they were a fan of a sliming and a gunging big time. You're not making it up. Like, you made a bunch and gunked a bunch of your friends as a teen. It was a whole thing. It was like the way to get people. I always just think of that Get Your Own Back show. That was probably British, right? Get Your Own Back was, as the name suggests, it was like a show where kids go on and they would take like their teacher or like their parent or whatever, and then they would have like, I guess, trivia questions or challenge rounds. Like, I can't really remember what kind of challenges they did,
and then whoever loses gets like gunged at the end. So it's a chance to get your own back on your teacher or your kids, your babysitter or whatever. But that was such a cool show at the time. I really liked it. We used to love that show. But like, yeah, the whole thing was like, how would you possibly get your own back at your teachers? Slime them, gunge them. It was the only possible. Okay. Well, the weights are nearly away. I can tell that there's a lot of ice made ready for my smoothie. Hope everybody has a nice day. Meet me outside. This is the song that got me hyped up yesterday. Okay. I don't know. Let's see if there's anyone around to raid. Wow, he was a rebel in school. I was a rebel in school. I can't remember what I said that you're mocking me over, but I actually was a rebel in school. Let's have a look, see. I actually was okay. We could raid Push Me Some Weight again, seeing as they are one of the only ones that's doing fitness. Let's raid over. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. I'm actually going to remember to stop streaming this time, which I didn't do last time. Send some love, and I'll catch you guys soon. Have a good rest of your day.